Hello and welcome to this video. I'm going to show you how to complete the walking bee example which we have been working on. So if you see, we have this ant in a movie clip which makes a jump, squash and stretches, her horn follows through an overlap, and it jumps in the form of an arc and moves forward, then exaggerates and goes back. So what we want to do is add an introduction screen at the beginning for about 5 seconds, then halt or stop the movie at a stop button only when the button is played, then the animation is played from within the movie clip, and then there's an end scene. So let's do this. The first keyframe, we are okay. In the beginning we have only one layer, which is layer 1. Insert a keyframe there if it's not there already, and from 1 till 50, because it's 10 frames per second, I want to show for 5 seconds. So I'll go to insert frame on 50 for 5 seconds because it's 10 frames per second. So I'll place here Walt Disney Presents, and you can always customize this text and then just come down and add another text over there after about 2 seconds. Insert keyframe, add another text over here. So pixel art studio animation. Okay, just bring it a little down. So what really happens is that the movie starts from here, plays it, and then this comes in. I just need to change some of its properties, change its for example its color a bit, and then you can always go to paragraph, select its format to be centered, not left justified or right justified. It's completely center, and make sure it's multi-line if you have 2 lines. If you want to show it in single line, it'll always appear in single line no matter how big is your text. So I need to show this in multi-line. So this should stop by 50. Insert keyframe at 51, and I'll paste a button over here now. So at 51 I should have a button. Insert new symbol and select button from the drop down menu. The button should be start button. Let's design this a background which should be a little circular, something like this, and add text over it, another color. Make sure it's the color so that you can see when it is pasted on top. So I'm gonna select something like this, place it in the center. You see this plus? Make sure you've placed it in the center. This is my up. Insert a keyframe of on over. Change the start color so that it is just giving us some feedback that it has been clicked. I'm gonna change the background also when it is on over to this. Okay, so this up over up over. Okay, so I have this mouse, this button created now. On 50 I need to just drag and drop from the library. Let's go to start and drag and drop from the library, and let's just test this. Starts for 2 seconds, it shows this, and then there's a button. Okay, and then it restarts again. So what I need to do is actually place a stop script over here. Just right click, go to actions on that keyframe and write stop, bracket open, close, semicolon. What this will do is it will halt the video, stop the video over there, and allow us to do the action, which is when this finishes, you see the start button, click on it, and you should see the animation. So 52 onwards, 51 onwards, I'll just place here, just remove everything and place here the actual animation. So from 52 till, let's see how long this is. The animation itself is 1 till 55. So if it starts from here, which is 52, add 55 to it, so it will be 109, I believe, 107. So let's go to 107 and insert a keyframe here, insert a frame here, sorry. So this animation plays from here till here, 107. Okay, so let's give also names to the keyframes. This keyframe name can be given, frame names cannot be given. So even though you click on anywhere here, the name goes to this keyframe which the frame belongs to. So this one is introduction. This one is, we'll only give the one which we are interested in. This one is the start button, so we have a start button keyframe here, and then this one is where the actual animation plays from. We'll call it animation, and then in the end there should be just insert keyframe and remove this. This one is supposed to be called as end, and the end is like, let's say you can make it for 2 seconds, 108 till 128. Insert frame. Okay, so this is the end. Okay, we'll come to this. We have a start button here. Let's start placing action so that it plays from the next keyframe. So window, make sure you click on the button, window, code snippet, action script, timeline navigation, click to go to frame and play, and play this. So I'm gonna play this from 52. So I write this 52 over here because I want to play it from here, which is 52 right now. So let's test this. Come here, the button comes up, and then it stops also because I've placed the stop script. When you click on the start button, only then it plays from 52. However, I want to do one thing. Instead of writing 52 in my action, let's go back to the action. The action layer is automatically inserted when you created the action. Instead of 52, I'm writing here in single quotes the keyframe name, which is animation, because I wanted to play from here. Now the benefit of this is later on, whenever I move this to 60, whatever, it was used to be at 52, but now it's at 70 because I need to make some adjustment, etc. So this button will still work. It will not, stop working. So let's do this. The button is working from here onwards, and then in the end it should be another text at the end, and on the keyframe here, let's say directed by, let's call it somebody, directed by Fatum. Okay, so let's give it another name. Okay, and when you see this over here, in the end it should stop. So let's keyframe here, insert a keyframe, it should stop here, add action, call stop, so it really finishes here the animation. So let's play this completely. Walt Disney Presents a pixel art studio animation. There's a start button, also the action there is stop. Click this, it plays arcs, caution stretch, follow through and overlap, exaggeration, anticipation, the end, direct by Fatum. And there should be a button over here called go home, or to start again. So let's go to the library, and a shortcut is just to duplicate this button and change the name. So start home button, just double click on the home button, change it to home. So whenever the user wants to go home, clicks on home. We are changing the text also inside, and then in the end we are also placing a button. Let's insert a keyframe here, exactly here, because it's stopping here. We want to place a button here excuse me, called home. So this home button should take us to frame number 1, which is also called introduction. So let's do that. Home button, code snippets, action script, timeline navigation, go to frame and play from 1. You can write 1 here, or you can also write here introduction. So remember, whatever the keyframe name is, you can give that name here, and that's a little more handy, but it has to be exactly same spelling. Okay, that's done. Now once that is done, we need to add sounds. We need to add sound to this ant which is moving, and then when it sees the giant it screams, so another sound. So let's do that. So when we click on when we start this, actually a sound should come. So let's create a new keyframe, new layer, and call it sound or audio layer, and exactly where we want to start from. So when you click on start, after this here you need to start the sound. So insert a keyframe and also import the sounds which you need, the relevant sounds. So I need 3 sounds. One is mouse, and then I have scream, so when it shouts, actually I need this sound, and also background sound, which is I just downloaded this. I selected this to be my background. I just import these sounds as of now. Insert this keyframe at the sounds layer exactly when the animation starts. Go to properties, select the sound which you would like to play when this is selected, and select in the sync stream. Stream means to play with my with the layers. So if the layers stop here, it will stop. If let's say it's a 5 minutes long sound, so it will stop here if you selected stream. This sound right now is about 2 seconds only, or 3 seconds. It stops here. But let's say if it's 5 minutes long audio file, it will stop here. That's what stream means, to go with the frames. So the other option is to start it, meaning to just start playing it. Even if it's 5 minutes, let it play for 5 minutes, even though the frames are finished. Even though you have only 2 frames, if you select start, it will start playing. It will not finish until the sound itself finishes. So we have stream here so that it will stop when this finishes. That's my sound. Now I'm also estimating about 36 frames into the movie clip, or 30. Here I need to start showing the exaggeration. 36, the exaggeration sound. So from 52 plus 36, about 92 is where I need to insert a keyframe in the sound layer. And now go to this keyframe, properties, select the screaming sound, which is this. So I want it to start screaming, and make sure this event is streamed so that when this frames finish, this will also finish. Okay, so let's start and test this out. Start, it moves forward, sees the, okay, correct. So sees the giant, and then it screams and goes back, and then there is end over here because we want to have end. So we have a stop script and another script to go home. Okay, that's good. Let's also in the end add a sound for the click. So let's go to the button, click on over, properties, mouse double click sound, and this double click sound should be sync start. So this frame is very less. If you do stream, it will be in 1/10 of a second, it will start and stop. If you do start, it will start and play only when this is finished. So the sound is finished. So let's do this. Okay, we should hear the sound now. Okay, let's see why we're not hearing the sound. Home. Okay, so we need to go to this sound, start, over, properties. I did for the home, I think. Yeah, mouse double click so you can see start. This should now work when the button comes up. Okay, so the double click sound is coming here, and then the animation itself. Okay, that's good. Okay, I hope you like this. Thank you very much for watching.